On Tuesday, the federal government of Pakistan addressed a leaked letter attributed to Islamabad High Court's Justice Babar Sattar, denying allegations of intimidatory tactics by security agencies in an audio leaks case before the High Court. The snippet from the leaked letter circulated on social media, prompting the PTI to claim interference in audio leak case. The letter revealed the court's scrutiny of a legal regime allowing citizen surveillance, with Justice Sattar dismissing attempts to deter him. Meanwhile, Attorney General of Pakistan Mansoor Awan clarified that the letter constituted an internal communication and refuted suggestions of interference in the judiciary. He emphasized the importance of sensitive communication between institutions, particularly on matters of national security. Separately, Chief Justice of Pakistan Qazi Faiz Isa instructed arrangements for PTI founder Imran Khan's virtual appearance in a case concerning changes to accountability laws. In another development, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif announced the privatization of all state owned enterprises except strategic entities, aiming to create a business friendly environment and expedite the privatization process. This decision follows talks with an International Monetary Fund mission for a new extended fund facility, signaling Pakistan's commitment to economic reforms. In the recent development in Middle East crisis, Doctors Without Borders announced the cessation of healthcare services at the Rafah Indonesian Field Hospital due to what they describe as systematic attacks against medical facilities and civilian infrastructure. In a related announcement, MSF disclosed their forced withdrawal from 12 health structures and the endurance of 26 violent attacks since the onset of Israel's war on Gaza on October 7. Meanwhile, Israeli forces intensified their presence in eastern Rafah, expanding their military operation despite widespread international disapproval, notably from the United States. Amidst the crisis, Israel's far-right national security minister proposed a controversial solution during a rally in Detroit, advocating for the return and voluntary departure of Gaza residents to prevent future conflict. His remarks also criticized humanitarian aid efforts, suggesting a change in approach. Related to this, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani at the Qatar Economic Forum voiced concerns over potential radicalization in Gaza in the absence of a comprehensive rescue plan. Emphasizing the importance of regional security, he stressed the need for strategic measures to mitigate the risk. In response to Monday's attack on an aid convoy near Hebron in the occupied West Bank, Britain's Foreign Secretary David Cameron condemned the incident as appalling. Describing the perpetrators as extremists, he urged Israel to ensure accountability and facilitate aid delivery. Cameron pledged to address his concerns directly with the Israeli government. The situation in Gaza is dire as the Israeli military has carried out multiple deadly attacks across the Gaza Strip. More than 35,000 Palestinians have been killed as per Gaza Health Ministry report.